and each one is an out projection of this thought. And so each one is more aware of the infinite intelligent thought that is occurring below the conscious surface of awareness all the time. And so any belief that one is not intelligent, that one doesn't know enough, that one's not smart enough or clear enough, that one doesn't have enough information, all self-concept or ideas that one is stupid or ignorant or innocent or is lacking in some way, is all erased by the recognition that this infinite intelligence is now and always thinking and is present in subjective thought within each one. And therefore each one is more, infinitely more than they could ever consciously imagine. Each one has present within them and in them and all around them this infinite mind that knows all and that thinks and creates that which it thinks. And with this as the substance, with this as the understanding, as the structure, the foundation upon which each one's personality arises, each one is now choosing to be consciously more aware of the mystery, of the magnitude of power that is present within them always. Each one is more aware of the thinking of the divine that is thought in ways that is never conscious thought. And so each one is now aware of all the infinite planes and modes that this divine thinker is thinking, that it is present in the trees, it is present in the air between each one, it is present in the stars, in the void, in the black holes, it is present within each one. And all that it knows about itself everywhere in the universe is actually right where each one is. And so there is nothing that the infinite thinker is knowing that is not being thought right where each one is. This is what is available to each one. And this moment, each one is now expanded in awareness of the intelligence that is present and operating within them, but is also expanded in use of this infinite intelligence, so that each one doesn't have to know consciously every single little detail in order to feel secure. Each one can know that there is present within them something that does know every little detail. And its desire is to have each one, as well as everything else, enjoy their lives completely, have the greatest freedom, have the most joyous experience of love and of peace, of being fully supported in every way, and of experiencing the joy of this activity of creation, of this all-thinking mind. And so this is what is present. And each one is more aware of it, and in that greater awareness, calling upon it. So that each one is able to say, there is something within me that knows. And therefore, I know that I am that I am. With this awareness, each one is experiencing more guidance with greater clarity and peace than he or she has ever experienced so far. So that each one knows, without a complete conscious understanding, each one knows that he or she is always in the right place at the right time, saying and doing the right thing with the right people for the highest and the greatest good of all, which always of necessity must include the greatest good of each one. Each one knows this and acts with this awareness. And so as a result, each one is experiencing a successful life, always in the right place at the right time with the right people, saying and doing the right thing for the highest and the greatest good of all. This is a done deal, and each one is able to be aware of it and accept it and trust it and stand upon it and act with all of the authority that this realization and conviction gives one, which is confidence, which is peace, which is a freedom and a peace of mind to experience joy, to simply relax and not worry or fear, but to simply relax and to be fully present, enjoying what is there and contributing that which each one is guided to give, and to know that something wonderful is being co-created around them and in them and by them, and that each one's participation in this activity of life's creation is total. It is positive. Each one knows that he or she is always a blessing to the world, to others, to themselves, to the creativity of the divine. And so each one is fully engaged in the joyous, happy, and loving experience of giving all that is guided to them to give, happily, contentedly, successfully. So all of the human worries and struggles and gotta-dos and questions, as well as self-doubting, is just vanished. Any belief that one is not good enough is just, it's evaporated in the realization that all of the infinite mind is present. And so that activity of the human being of comparing or judging, gone, evaporated, vanished. Each one is free forever of that and able to, with peace of mind, relationships and circumstances, as well as body, each one is able to simply be present and give that which he or she is being given to give. And to enjoy it, to enjoy this great and glorious life, to enjoy each and every moment of it in everything that is happening in one's world. And so each one's conscious thought is more aware of being guided to think positively, successfully, happily, to be able to be in a state of positive anticipation of greater good, to be filled with, ooh, what is next? And to fully enjoy and be grateful for all that is given, and to know that that which is coming is going to be marvelous and wonderful and far beyond anything that anyone has known so far. And so this is the new activity of each one's thinking process, because this infinite mind, each one recognizes is present. Each one is able to relax the activity of that conscious mind to just be thinking what in each and every moment, what is necessary for it to think, and to have below it in that personal use of the subjective mind to have an experience of confidence, of faith, of trust, of having that wonderful belief that the universe and this world and other people are friendly, and that everyone and everything is for the greater good of each one personally, as well as the greater good of all. And so each one is knowing a peace, a restfulness, a relaxation that produces an experience of living that is so much more successful, healthier, so much more joyous, so much more peaceful and free, an experience of living that has relationships that are so much more wonderful and harmonious and fun than anyone has ever known so far. And with this expanded experience of living, each one is also aware that even this expanded experience of enjoyment of living is just the beginning of even more wonderful expansion of enjoyment in living to come. This is the thinking of the divine thought united with each one's agreement in conscious thought as well as in unconscious belief. And so I now direct that infinite law that what it does is change that unconscious belief. I now direct that law to change the unconscious beliefs of each one, so that this greater experience of enjoying the infinite mind and all that goes with it is easier, is more present, more of a normal activity, and more of a wonderful experience. And each one is having more gratitude about all this and this gift of life than ever before. This is the truth. I am grateful that this is the truth. I release this word to the law. It's done. I'm grateful it's done, and so it is. Goodness, and she's present too. All right, so let's hear from Reverend Rich. And so let's take a moment and be aware of what we desire to receive, and then be open to it, to claim it, that you shall receive this greater good or the fulfillment of that which is in your heart, that it's now tangible. There's no delay, there's no need to wait, there's no process for it to go through, that you just claim your good right now, and let that be on the banquet table, and allow now that law of infinite mind to do what it does, which is create the fulfillment of that for us. So let's do that now. And so it is.
I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, my heart is ready to receive.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Princeton. I'm Stephanie Lochnow. I'm a practitioner here at the center. And we are, yay! It's still exciting. We are a loving, healing, and inclusive community which teaches and practices the principles of science of mind for the well-being and spiritual growth of ourselves and the world. And so we are up to all sorts of amazing, fun, good things. And November 21st, which is a Sunday before Thanksgiving, we are going to be having another gratitude potluck. It'll be a little tailgate outside. It's going to be fabulous. Susan Neat will be helping us with some more details coming up. So get ready, save the date, mark your calendar. The second exciting new thing happening is this Wednesday, Susan Neat, again, is teaching a really amazing class on for November. It's going to be all about gratitude. We'll be continuing some world work, and so be prepared for some really wonderful gratitude practices and some meditation. If you have questions or want more information about that, it's all on our website. And the last bit I want to share with you is if you have not met with a practitioner, we have 14 amazing practitioners here, and they're just waiting for you to ask for some spiritual help, and we are here to treat for you. We're here if you'd like to meet and have a little bit longer of a session and talk about what's going on in your life. You can also find that on our website. And you can get that information so that we can reach out. We are here for you. We are here for you. And so on this wonderful Halloween, I was thinking about what this holiday is, and I like to celebrate things, but I'm not into being scared. So then I was thinking about the lighter Halloween things. So I was like, oh, Scooby-Doo. I like Scooby-Doo. That's spooky, but I can handle it. And then I remembered we used to watch a show called Are You Afraid of the Dark? And so what I liked about this show was that it was just the right amount of scariness where I was ooh, I'm a little bit nervous, but it always had a happy ending. Kind of like Scooby-Doo, right? So the similarities are that there was something that we're scared of, but then you unmask and you're oh, it's like a person. And there's more to this story. Or in Are You Afraid of the Dark, it was kind of similar, there was more to the story. So then I was thinking, in my life, where I have fear, where is there more to the story? And not just more to the story in the little R reality of what's happening here, but what's there more to the story in God's whole story? So if I was looking at my life and I'm filming in, where can I zoom out so I can see the bigger picture? So I invite you today to think about in your life where you have fear. Where can we zoom out? Where is there more to the story? Where maybe are you adding in a little bit of a story that maybe doesn't need to be there? Where can we let in a little bit more truth? How can we let in that light so we're not sitting in that darkness? So as we move into the rest of our service today, I invite you to consider those things. And happy Halloween.
Thank you, Stephanie. When I give to you, then I give to me. When I give to you, then I give